So today we're going to use what we learned in our last unit about that 10 more 10 less, and we're going to start applying it to adding two-digit numbers. And I really want us to become mental mathematicians. So that means this becomes something you do in your brain. Although I'm going to use some strategies to show you, this really should become a mental strategy. So our problem right here is pretty simple. 50 plus 10. These are multiples of 10. So let's just look at the 100 chart and think about how we could use this. So this is just like 10 more. If I have 50, I know I'm going to add 10 more. So I count all those 10 off and I land. If I have 50, I know that I'm going to add 10 more. So I can count those off. And let me get my pen back. All right. If I know that I am at 50, I can count off 10 more to add to it if I want. I can use that 100 chart. So I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I'm at 10. I land on 60. But I want to be able to think mentally about that and not have to use that strategy every time. Let's look at another strategy before I explain the mental side of it. Well, let's create 50. So there's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and I want to add another 10 to it. So I'm going to bring another 10 in right there. And we don't need this one. So I'm just going to take this one away for this problem because we don't need that one right now. So it's gone. We don't need to see our ones. All right, so here I had my 50, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and I added 10 more is 60. The same answer I got on that 100 chart. But how can I think about this mentally? If you need a strategy to get it correct, that's okay. But I want you to see something else. So I'm going to tell you an if then. I use a lot of those in math because there's so many connections. If, so this is my if. If I know that 5 plus 1 equals 6, well, guess what? Then I can work with my tens digits. So if I know 5 and 1 is 6, then I can do 50, where it's 5 tens. Remember, 50 is 5 tens, and 1 10. Say that with me. 50, 5 tens plus 10, which is 110, makes 60. So I've just thought about it with my small numbers and added my zeros back. So 5 tens plus 110 makes 6 tens, or 50 plus 10 makes 60. So mentally, that's why we work so hard on these basic math facts, because you can mentally apply that strategy to a bigger problem. Let's look at another example. All right, so I have 30 plus 40. And I'm going to take this away because we do not need that for this problem. We don't need our ones. Think about 30 plus 40. So I'm not just adding 10. This one's a little bit bigger. So let's find our 30. I already have an answer in my mind. All right, so there's 30. Remember, I go down for each 10, so we can go 10, 20, 30, 40. So I went down 4 sets of 10, which took me to 70. Let's see if that's what we get with our base 10 blocks. So let's make 30. So 10, 20, 30. Now let's add 40 to it. 10, 20, 30, 40. So how much do I have? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. I've got 70. Let's think about that mental strategy. I hope you figured this out before we did it. Think about that if then. If you can do 3 plus 4, that's our basic math fact. We've already done our plus 4s and doubles plus 1. So you've done this and our plus 3s multiple times. You should know 3 plus 4 equals 7 from memory. If you can do this, then you can do 3 tens, which is 30, plus 40. So you're just putting those zeros behind it to make them tens. 3 tens plus 4 tens equals 7 tens. That's all there is to it. Think about those mental strategies. If you need one of these, that's okay for a little bit, but let's move to this mental strategy in thinking about our numbers.